Hey YouTube, Wagwan, welcome back to the channel guys. So today we're gonna add some protection on this bike. We're gonna add some frame sliders and also some spool and some fork sliders for this bike. And the bike we're working on is a 2023 zx10r. As you can see, also there will be extra videos coming for the stand. I never put a motorcycle in the stand, so let's see how that one goes. Also, I will be linking the frame slider in the description below the video, the one that I use for this video right here. The right side of the bike get the short frame sliders. Just gonna go over this frame adjuster bolt right here. On the left side of the bike, gonna get the long frame sliders. Also, a good tip to keep in mind is make sure that you take out one bolt at a time. Don't take out the bolt from both sides or else your engine gonna drop and that's gonna be a whole nother can of worm. We're just measuring this up right here to make sure we have the short one for the right side. And also guys, this bolt right here is gonna be 14 millimeter, and remember, lefty loosey, righty tighty. So that's all we're gonna do right there. Also, I noticed that there weren't no Loctite in it, so I'm not gonna put back any Loctite on it. So I'm just gonna put it back. I'm just gonna torque it to spec, and we're gonna move on to the other one. So let's go ahead, measure this to see how it's gonna set when I put it on. See that it's gonna fit properly, and then we're gonna go ahead and make sure we put a washer over on the screw before you put it on. Another good tip is to make sure the bolt you take out and the bolt you put in, the threading are the same on the bolt, that they match, because you don't want to have coarse and fine thread and damage the threading. So that's a whole nother thing you don't want to get into. And also, so you want to find the correct size Allen key to use to tighten it, and you also want to use your hand to start it. You don't want to use any form of force when starting the threading, start to screw it in, because if you cross thread and you try to turn it with your hand, it's not gonna have enough strength to damage the bolt. So you want to make sure you start it off like that first. Once that's set, you go ahead, tighten it down. So right here, I'm taking a look at it, step back from it a little bit, thinking if I should keep this red and white. It's just a sticker on it. It matches the strut on the front, so I'm thinking about keep it, but I ended up just taking it off, leave it all black. So here is the torque spec for the strut. I found this online, so it's a good manual. It's a service manual from 2021 to 2023. It's a service manual, so you can find how to do a lot of stuff in this, and it's online. Also, the torque spec is for the bolt, for the right front upper engine mount bolt. It's 33 foot-pound, and the other side is also 33 foot-pound on both sides. So you can just go ahead and finish torquing it down to spec, which is 33 foot-pound we just discovered. And also, it's not a lot, so if you don't have a torque wrench, it's not a deal breaker. You can just go ahead and tighten them up, just not too crazily tight, because 33 foot-pound is not really much of a tight. Now that we're on the other side of the bike, we're gonna repeat the same process. We just gonna get our 14 millimeter, install it, lefty loosey, righty tighty, and also make sure we put our washer first on the bolt, and then install the bolt in the frame slider, and then install it into the bike, and we're gonna torque it down to 33 foot-pound, just like how we did the other side. So on this side, you wanna use an extension to go down in the hole and connect to that torque, the Allen key or hex bit, whatever you call it, and then we're gonna torque it again to the same 33 pound. So now we're at the back of the bike. We're gonna have these two spools that we're gonna install. These are there to protect the swing arm and also to help raise the bike up off the ground in case you want to change your wheel or work on your bike or store it where the tire is not on the ground. That's what they are there for. We want to get our blue Loctite. The blue Loctite is for vibration, so you know that's constantly shaking up and down, constantly moving because the road surface is not level, so it's going to be moving a lot. So we're going to go ahead, squeeze some blue Loctite on this, and then we're going to install it. So these are some small screws or bolts, whatever you want to call them. You just need to snug them up, guys. There's no reason to go crazy on these tiny bolts. You already torqued the front already, and that wasn't that much, so there's no need to go like super Hulk strength on these. Alright, we're gonna do the same thing for the other side. We're gonna add some more Loctite for this one as well, and then we're gonna go over to the other side. So now that we are on the other side, we're gonna do the same thing that we did on the other side. We're just gonna screw it in, start it off easy so we don't cross thread the thread and damage the bolt or the threading. And then we're just gonna snug it up because we don't have no torque spec for this one, so I'm just gonna snug it up, nothing too crazy. I'll just check it to make sure it's not spinning, and then that's good, everything nice and tight. We're just gonna get something and wipe off those extra Loctite that's on there. And also now we're gonna move to the front of the vehicle where we're gonna install our frame, our fork slider, and this is to protect the fork. So we're gonna get our blue Loctite, and we're gonna get our, I don't know what that bar called, we're gonna call it a little rod. I'm gonna install put some blue Loctite on the bolt right here, and then we're gonna go ahead and screw one end in, and then put some more Loctite on the other end and screw that in. Once we push the blue thing through, once we push that gold thing through the fork, we're gonna go ahead So now that we are on the other side, we're just gonna make sure we catch the screw first. We're looking there, make sure we line it up. Once we line it up, we're gonna tighten it. So we're gonna need two Allen key for this one, so we can hold that side over there and tighten this side over here. So once we did that, we do that. There's no torque spec for this one too, so just snug them up just like how you do the back. Once we get that one out the way, so I just go ahead, find this Allen key in my toolbox just to hold this right here. Once you hold that one, you can go ahead and tighten up that side right there, and that should take care of that. So now that our work is done, it's time to go ahead and admire your work. Make sure also you want to double check, make sure everything is nice and tight, make sure you didn't forget anything. so all your bolts are tight. Also, please go ahead, like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, guys. Help me grow. I'm at 50,000 subscribers. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking the videos. Thanks for sharing the video. I really appreciate your help. And thank you for all those people that super chat to me, all those people that donate to me, all those people that reach out to me too as well. I know I haven't been posting that much bike content, so I'm trying to go ahead and post some more bike content. Also, guys, you can go ahead and let me know how it look with the sticker or without the sticker. I think it's better without the sticker to me, but you can be your own. You can do whatever you want with your own bike. And also, if you would like to know anything about a bike, just go ahead, leave a comment. I'll try my best to read a comment. I try to read most of my comment, guys, but it's a lot, so I'll try to read as much. And thank you for the people that answer the comments too. Answer some comments. Yep. Peace out. See you next time.